Right now you're hearing all your favorite music on your favorite station. But wait, there's more.
More songs from the artists you love on exclusive stations by Odyssey.
Just open the Odyssey app and click exclusive stations, then a genre to dive deeper into.
A station might be just music, or maybe hosted by Ed Sheeran, Chris Martin, or one of your favorite DJs.
Across alternative, pop,
country, soft rock,
Latin, R&B,
kids,
and even more.
Get more with exclusive stations by Odyssey.
Brought to you by Macy's, Geico, and Coke Zero Sugar.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your wages are being garnished. We can stop that now. It's hard enough to pay your bills when things are good, let alone when a big chunk of your take-home pay is gone before you even get your check. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, and I can stop the garnishment and get the creditors off your back immediately, often the same day as our consultation. Both Chapter 7 and 13 provide bankruptcy relief, but choosing the right chapter is crucial. In a free consultation, we can create a plan to get your finances back under your control. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We get our loud and local band of the week. This week, it's the Shaolin Hunks.
Another broken argument, another empty flag. Sometimes I feel that things are gonna be enough. I can't face the fact that we lost touch.
Our loud and local band of the week is the Shaolin Hunks. You want more info, how you can get their music, where they're playing?
Well, they're very hunky, and you can check them out in March. Put this down in your calendar. March 26th, they're going to be at the High Dive in Fremont, and they're currently in the studio working on a new Shaolin Hunky record.
That's awesome, man. I love that. Also, you can go to the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com, get all the info you want. Don't forget, Sunday nights at 10 o'clock, it's loud and local, 2 hours of all local music. Great bands from the Pacific Northwest, bands like Shaolin Hunks. We made it. It's Friday. Gotta get it down. Daddy's jumping. He is. Yeah, buddy. Friday. Woo. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Yeah. Looking forward to the weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. Very nice, man. It's here. We did it again.
We did it. Yeah. We existed for a week, and now it is Friday.
And it's March.
Oh, it is.
That's right.
Yeah.
Let's hope this comes. It's like a lamb. I don't want any lion stuff because we've already put up with a lion, tigers, bears all February.
I know. Like, no more snow. Just none. Please. It's March. We don't need that anymore.
Third coldest February we've ever had.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yay us.
Yes. Let's get to our contestant today. We got CJ in Seattle. CJ, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to check out Ken Jeong doing a sold-out show at the Snoqualmie Casino tomorrow night. Go to KISW.com for all the details. If you want tickets, well, you're going to have to hope that CJ loses so that you can win the tickets, or CJ just hopes he wins, and then he gets the tickets. So there you go. Good luck to you, people.
Expert commentary.
I saw Ken Jeong's Netflix special. It's really good. Yeah. So if you don't get to go to that, you can at least watch him on Netflix.
Nice.
There's, I guess, a nice consolation.
Yeah, something like that.
Go to Snoqualmie Casino, sit outside, pull up the Netflix special, or go to the buffet, enjoy some crab legs.
Dude, there you go.
Yes. So that way you can say, I saw Ken Jeong at the Snoqualmie Casino, and people are like, whoa, those tickets are sold out. That's amazing. You're like, I know.
Yeah. That's still a great pre-funk idea, even if you have tickets. Man.
Yeah, right.
I love this plan.
All right, Steve.
I am here to solve problems.
Thank you. Now get out of here. For those playing at home, CJ will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. CJ, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
What is the term for the physical disintegration of a nuclear reactor's core?
Fission.
No.
Fusion.
No.
Pass.
Which company makes the Golden Crisp cereal?
Oh, crap. Pass.
The original TV show Star Trek aired for how many seasons?
2.
No.
1.
No.
3.
Yes. In what part of the body would you find amniotic fluid?
In the brain?
No.
Spine.
No.
Gonads.
No.
Nice.
What amino acid is popularly linked to turkey's drowsiness-inducing properties?
Tryptophan.
Yes. What Disney character first appeared in the film The Wise Little Hen?
Donald Duck.
Yes. Who directed Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Steven Spielberg.
Yes. What is the sport in the movie Field of Dreams?
Baseball.
Yes. In which European country would you find the city of Geneva?
Switzerland.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct.
Nice comeback for CJ. He's
He
having
did
a hard
really
time.
well. Yeah, he started slow and
Came back.
banged out a bunch of them questions.
We'll see if it's enough.
It might be. Because, well, Steve, he goes back and forth on those knowledgeable answers there.
Yo, that was amazing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, you and Rev today are just on fire.
Thank you. It's about time you recognize.
Right?
Real
Swagger.
recognizes real.
Yeah, that's it.
Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
What is the term for the physical disintegration of a nuclear reactor's core?
I don't know. Implosion.
No.
Disappearance.
No.
Melted.
No.
Closed.
Which company makes the Golden Crisp cereal?
Post.
Yes. The original TV show Star Trek aired for how many seasons?
4.
No.
3.
Yes.
Yes.
In what part of the body would you find the amniotic fluid?
The dong.
No.
I don't know. Part of the body. The heart.
No.
The butt.
No.
The butt.
What amino acid is popularly linked to turkey's drowsiness-inducing properties?
Oh, crap. I know it.
You can do this.
I butcher it. Tryptophan?
What was that?
Tryptophan.
No.
Tryptophan.
No.
F yourself.
No. That's it. What Disney character first appeared in the film The Wise Little Hen?
Foghorn Leghorn.
No.
Mickey Mouse.
No.
Kermit.
No. Who directed Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Wow, you were
Hey,
amazing
Steve got
today,
one
Steve.
there. Congratulations, Steve. You got 3 correct. But yeah, you lost. CJ got 6 correct.
Nice. You're a winner, buddy.
Woo!
Good job, buddy. Hang on the line. We'll tell you how to get your prize. Oh, it's
wow.
Steve. I've got this for you, my friend. Here you go.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Sucks.
What a day. What a Friday, baby.
Steve. Constantly tripped up by those answers there. Some of the ones that CJ got that you did not, it was Donald Duck who first appeared in The Wise Little Hen.
Oh. Mm-hmm. You know what Steve had? A meltdown.
He did. That's the physical disintegration of a nuclear reactor's
Meltdown?
core is known as the meltdown.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I was close.
You were really close.
You really deserve to lose it for that one.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
He also, CJ also knew that it was tryptophan. Trip, not trick.
trick.
Hey,
Yeah.
would you like to see a trick the fan?
That's why I had to actually make sure and hear you correctly there.
That's
you
what
were
happens.
so close.
That's what happens when you get screwed by a scalper. You know, he gives you the wrong tickets. It's a trick to fans.
Thanks.
Trick to
That's real clever, BJ.
Thank you.
So
yeah,
clever.
I'm trying to help you out, brother.
What part of the body would you find the amniotic fluid?
I don't know if he said brain. That's what I would say.
No, they did say brain, but it's not correct. It's the uterus.
Oh.
The
It's all-
uterus?
Yeah, it's the baby stuff.
Oh, well, I don't got a uterus.
Well, congratulations.
Okay. What does that mean?
No, I just thought you meant like in general.
Very jealous.
I know.
Well, I just-
We can get you a uterus. We could.
Yeah. You could probably find one of those on
Yeah,
eBay.
I mean the question is correct, but I guess I thought it was a universal thing. But actually, so we don't have men don't have amniotic fluid then.
I would hope not.
God, I should know that just because I had 2 kids. But I know the word, but I didn't know that's where it was.
All right.
I will allow this, but I don't like it.
All right, fine, great. Congratulations to CJ on beating Steve this morning.
You know what? All you got to do is tie or beat Steve. That's what you do, and you can get the prize. Especially like sold out tickets to Ken Jeong. That's awesome.
Yep.
Got a new study, Steve. It says as many as 1 in 5 people using a streaming service are mooching off of a friend or family member's account.
What do we got? 5 people in this room, right?
I don't.
So how? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the Rev. I'm not mooching. Danny, are you mooching?
I use my girlfriend's Netflix.
Oh, there we go.
She lives there, though.
Yeah, she does live with me. So
does she pay for it out of her own pocket? You don't have a joint account.
No. She pays
Yeah,
for it.
you know what? I'll give him a pass. You're
Yeah,
right.
they
Okay,
live
so you're not
together.
mooching.
No.
Vicky, you mooching? Oh
Yes. I got Rev's Hulu.
yeah. BJ, you're mooching.
Oh, of course.
Rev, you're.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you
he
are.
is. Who's he mooching from?
Me.
Vicky.
Oh, what are you getting from Vicky?
Xfinity.
Xfinity. What?
I gave him the app password.
Oh,
Damn, that's a big commitment.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a huge commitment.
That's like more than just $9.99 a month.
Right.
So he signs in with your thing, your name, and your password, so he can
trust him
stream
with
all
that?
his shows.
Yeah, I have his Hulu.
I don't do anything weird with it. I just watch like literally just The Walking Dead.
I don't
Also,
think.
3
Game of
out of
Thrones.
5 in our room
Yeah.
are mooching.
I
Do
feel
you-
like it's a mutual mooching. 'Cause It's like a circle here, the
more
three of us.
communal mooching.
Does my son count? Because he's family member. I don't know how you mooch off your
But he
family
doesn't
member.
live with you.
No, I don't count that as mooching. He's still family because you can use a family cell phone plan and not live in the same house.
Yeah, that's exactly.
So I'm
what's
okay
going
with
on.
that.
Well, Rev's
Yeah.
family-ish.
No,
Sort
My
of,
mom
right?
calls
Yeah.
him her Rev.
That's
it's like
fine.
It's me, Rev.
that's fine, but he's still not actually family.
Fine, if you want to be all nitpicky.
I am. On this one, I am.
Vicky wants to continue breaking the law. She likes to watch her Hulu shows.
Apparently, I work with a few criminals. I'm glad to see that Danny and I are the only 2 honorable people on this
Hold
show.
on a second. I just upped my game, though. I went full subscription for the CBS All Access app. So I've actually committed to no commercials.
Oh, and I have your password for that, too.
Yeah, you do. Well, now it's commercial free.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
Yeah, commercial free, guys. Now you can binge watch shows and don't worry about it. No commercials.
Sorry, I enjoy life being criminals. That's cool.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it my entire life. It's great.
I feel,
join
yeah,
us on the dark side.
I feel like, you know, none of us would be subscribing to any of these things if we didn't, like, do this deal.
Oh, 100% agree.
Yeah.
Like, if I really wanted to watch some stupid CBS show, I would not be opposed to like using your login information because I would never plan on using it. I'm
that's
actually on
it.
the fence about
Yeah.
dropping Netflix because I don't feel like we use it enough to make it worth our time.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't drop Netflix.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my girlfriend didn't live with me, I would not have Netflix. I probably wouldn't have cable either.
Damn, dude, I need all that.
What do you do all day?
Not watch TV.
You're boring.
Wow.
How dare you go out and do stuff with
Right?
your life?
You know.
I would like to know what you do, though, Danny. I mean, I'm not picking on you. I'd
Very
like
good.
because
I like this that we're TV shaming Danny.
Yeah, you
I'm
need
not,
to watch
not at
more
all.
I know. I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
Vicky is, but I'm not.
I have about 100 DVDs that I watch over and over again. So like I watch Titanic weekly. I
Okay,
watch like
besides-
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
So you're watching television, but you're just not watching.
Well, and I don't really do that either. I play guitar. I go for
He
runs.
said he watches Titanic over and over again. You sure we can't TV shame him now?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
He deserves all the shame that we're
Yeah.
going to give him.
I watch Grease too.
He's back on the good side.
Thank you.
No, he's not. Grease 2 is
When
horrible.
are we going to have a viewing party together? I'll bring popcorn.
Yeah, this weekend.
The two of you really, honestly, Grease 2.
Have you watched Grease 2?
Yes, I've watched like 10 minutes of it, and like every other human being, shut it off.
You need to give it the full film. It builds.
I can't give it the full Monty. It builds.
It does, man. It's a journey
Yeah.
of teenage rebellion.
Yeah. Is Michelle Pfeiffer in that?
Yes, and she
Yeah.
looks hot.
I give Michelle
Is
Pfeiffer
it
credit.
Adrian's Med? All right, we're going off a really deep end.
Yeah,
This has nothing to do with Netflix or anything along.
Well, Netflix says that they could be losing about $200 million every month in lost revenue due to password sharing. And I really don't believe that. I believe that people just wouldn't watch it.
Yep.
It's just what it is. Now, I definitely have CBS All Access. That's why I have it, because I would watch it. The Rev really wants his Hulu, and arguably I would have to make a decision, which I did. I had Hulu and I let it go because there just wasn't enough shows on there for me to care because I have cable. Now, I will say that Hulu's had a couple of shows they've added that I like. So it's like, I guess I might be back on the train with Hulu, but I don't know. I don't know. See, The Handmaid's Tale, I don't know if that and Runaways is enough to make me say I'd be with Hulu.
See, as much as I give you guys a hard time, I could easily get by if I was a single dude and I had my wife in the house. I would just only have wrestling subscription services.
Yeah.
And I could spend all day long just watching wrestling and I'd have no problem with that. But she kind of likes to watch other shows for some reason when she gets home and it has nothing to do with wrestling.
Oh, really? What is wrong with her?
Yeah. Unless it's Total Bellas or Total Divas, then I could kind of get a little bit of a wrestling fix while she watches the show.
Netflix is saying that it's millennials named Vicky B who are actually accounting for all this pirating. Yeah, 18%, and Hulu says 20% is what's happening for them. And I still believe that, you know what, they're not true losses because I don't think a lot of these folks would pay for it on their own. I really don't.
But they did a survey and they asked some people, and I think there was a good chunk of people said that they would pay for Netflix if they weren't scamming it off of somebody
Really?
else. 60%.
See, if they would, I think they should.
That's like, if you did the math, I guess they said something like over $110 million.
See, if that's true, then I would say, if that's true, then I would say to those people, look, if you really would pay for it, then pay for it. I think that's just karma. I just don't think that I would pay for Hulu. And I know Vicky and Rev, I don't even think they've even watched Star Trek. I gave them the CBS access to watch the app.
I've seen the first 3 episodes.
Oh, that's right. You have started. Yeah, that's right.
I haven't watched it at all.
Yeah. So even though they have the password, they're not using it. Plus, I pay for cable, and I get all my CBS shows on cable and on demand. So, as well as do other people. So I'm sorry. I feel like that's a bloated number. Maybe they're just trying to write off some taxes.
Yeah, but what if you said, okay, you're almost giving yourself justification for stealing something.
No, what I'm saying is I don't think they're getting losses is what I'm saying.
No, I understand, but your rationale of, if I didn't scam it off of somebody, I wouldn't get it anyway, so what's the big deal?
Well, yeah, is it right? All right, I could argue. You could argue no, and I couldn't really have a good argument against it. What I'm saying is
you're a criminal, BJ.
Yeah, I'm not arguing against the criminality of it.
Rotten criminal.
Yeah. All right. I'm just saying that you wouldn't lose money from me that you're supposed to get because I wouldn't pay you anyway. Is all I'm saying. And
I walk in Dine and Dash all the time at this fancy, expensive restaurant because I wouldn't go there if I was really going to pay.
Well, see, this is a little different. It's like
taking their product.
It's like a buffet. It's more like a buffet. If they're going to throw the food out anyway, then it's really not stealing. Like for instance, here's why: I go to a produce department and I see them unload the produce all the time, and they're going to throw it away.
So can you go into a store when you see it and you look at all the best if bought by packaging, and you're on the day that it's the last day, and you just walk in, just take it all and walk out? You think they're going to be okay with that?
Well, the thing is I've asked the guy about that. And legally they can't give us expired food. They go, but I know because I've just watched a lot of shows that the expiration date on products are really, it's not, so I could take a lot of that food home and eat it. And it's like,
just
they
give
can't
it to my parents. They have peanut butter that's 6 years old in their refrigerator.
So they're going to throw it away.
I know.
And that's what I'm saying. If they're going to throw it away, but laws say they can't give it to me, I understand why. Is it really stealing if I'm taking something they're going to throw away? That's the question.
Well, like I had a buddy who worked at a certain establishment, and at the end of the day they had to throw away all their products. And what he would do is, like, he wasn't supposed to, but he would take them home. It's like, it's going to get thrown away anyways. I'm not allowed to because I'm supposed to pay for it, but it's getting thrown away.
You guys are viewing all this art and this stuff that people are putting out there on these services as basically just garbage that's being thrown away?
Well, I was using that analogy as opposed to, like you just saying, walking into a restaurant where they would prepare me the meal. That would be food that they would try to sell to somebody else. But with Netflix...
But they're preparing these shows hoping that people would pay for their service so they can watch it.
But if I don't watch it and don't pay for it, or I watch it and don't pay for it, it's the same thing for Netflix. They're not going to get paid.
Got you.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you just keep being a whore.
But and I don't want to use Netflix.
Sorry, BJ. Sorry, Vicky. Steve's changed my mind. I'm taking back my Hulu.
No, you're not.
I'm taking back Xfinity.
Oh, don't. Yeah, be careful.
Do you really want to give up Walking Dead and Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Take it back.
Yeah, I gotta take it back. Sorry, guys.
Take it back,
Sorry.
buddy.
Fine. Criminals.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to stealing adult films off of all those websites.
There you go.
That's what you should do. That's what I'm going to stick with.
All right, and you know how I justify it. I say I'm in this business and I promote the shows. I just said Handmaid's Tale. That helps out Hulu,
right?
You know?
Oh yeah, that's how you do it, man. I work at the Nordstrom. Sometimes I just steal jeans and I talk about it on the air. I'm promoting them.
Yeah, you are.
It's not a big deal.
You're doing Nordstrom
right now. I just did that, so that gives me a right to go to the rack today and take some pants.
See, I think you're right on my team on this one.
100%.
All right, let me talk about this listener that just shared a story, a really great story with us about how someone would entertain themselves at a boring job by getting large-chested women to jiggle a certain body part. I'll tell you all about this at 7:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. We got this text message that we thought would make for a great topic. BJ and Miggs, I've got a funny story for you guys. My sister's husband shared with me the greatest story about something he used to do when he was younger, working at an amusement park.
Yeah, quick side note. Remember, the person sharing the story to this guy is his sister's husband.
Okay.
Just because it's so ridiculous.
Wow.
It's funny.
He's from Ohio, and he worked at Cedar Point, that great roller coaster amusement park.
That's a life goal to get there.
And on the drop tower, he could manipulate the machine to bounce up and down rapidly as it reached the bottom. And he would do this when large-breasted women would be on the ride so that he could see, and I quote, a little extra jiggle.
I got to imagine that he was a kid back then working it. Because most of the people that are working, I feel like a lot of those rides seem to be like in their teens or early 20s.
Yeah.
A little horned up.
That's funny.
I just thought that he shares this with his wife's brother.
Yeah, that is hysterical.
You want to hear something awesome about the time I used to be a perv?
Yeah. Yeah, you see that? It doesn't matter. All of us guys can bond over that, even if we're married to someone's sister.
And I've seen that tactic on the mechanical bulls as well.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you are so right.
Uh-huh.
Whenever a dude's on the mechanical bull, it gets aggressively like, let's just get this dude off because there's a hot chick waiting to go on there, and I'm going to slowly let her do her thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then a couple little jerks just so they could get the jiggle going.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was really excited the first time I was ever on a mechanical bull. I'm like, I want to get swung around. I want to get thrown. And it was just jiggle, 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 jiggle.
Yeah. And then like a dude gets on there, it's like whoosh, whoosh.
Exactly.
Done.
Yeah, because Vicky, they want to see the girls jiggle, and now you know the sad truth. Unfortunate, you didn't get to be bold the way you wanted to.
It's the lukewarm topic of the day.
I have to say, look, I mean, you got to find a way to entertain yourself at a boring job, and if you happen to like a particular jiggle, and you have the power to get the jiggle to happen, I mean, you're a young dude. I can see how you try to do that. Is it right? I'm not going to say yes or no, but I can see how somebody would do that.
It's just so funny. Like, oh, look at that girl. Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
I know. That is, oh, man. So, based on this text, we want to know, how did you entertain yourself at a boring job? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. How did you entertain yourself at a boring job? Your calls and your texts after Soundgarden on The Rock.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. So there's a great text message that this dude decided, this guy who's the husband of this dude's sister. So basically his brother-in-law goes, hey, buddy, I got to tell you something that I used to do when I worked at Cedar Point, the amusement park and the rides. I had this thing called the drop tower, and whenever the women were on there that were large-breasted, I would just, make it jiggle so that the women would jiggle. That's what I did when I got bored at work. And like Steve said, he's telling basically his brother-in-law, which, that means you're my sister's husband and you're telling me this.
Which means they have a good relationship.
Yes.
Because you don't share that with someone who's married to your sister. Or your sister. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's just that's a risk that you're going to take.
Dude,
if you're not cool with it.
I never even thought about this. When I go to amusement parks now, and if I see any half-attractive women, I'm going to now pay attention because people are doing that.
Dude, somebody texted, OMG, I remember this. We used to go to Cedar Point all the time, standing in line. Hilarious.
Damn, dude.
So this was a thing. I wonder if it was passed on from generations of people who worked the amusement parks. Like, this is an inside thing.
Let me tell you how to work the equipment. You'll be happier. So, look, it's one way to entertain yourself when you are bored at work. There's a lot of ways to get that done, and that's what we want to find out from you. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. So you're at a boring job. You're bored at work. How do you entertain yourself? 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
One text says, my brother-in-law and I, we used to work at a golf course. We would take the backpack leaf blowers and shoot golf balls at each other. It hurt, but it was a lot of fun.
Whoa.
Shane and Chehalis.
Yeah. Dude, you work any position in the world of, retail. There's so many boring times at work. I mean, price changes, having to, at the grocery store, having to face off the aisles, which means you pull all the product up to the front so the aisles look full. I mean, there's so much boring stuff. Unloading trucks. You just get bored a lot.
So when you have downtime, if you could find ways to have fun, why not?
Oh, yeah.
You're not hurting anyone unless you're shooting golf balls at each other with a leaf blower.
We would have food wars when we worked the overnight to stock the shelves.
Okay.
Yeah. Got to be careful though, because some of the tomatoes are frozen. You don't know they're frozen because they just got a little too cold in the produce department. Then you throw them at each other.
Oh,
and
no.
Maybe you duck, and maybe it smashes the frozen food glass in the one of the freezers.
Hypothetically, of course.
You don't realize. Wow, that was a really and then you realize that tomato, if it hit me in the head, it wouldn't have exploded. It would have broke my skull.
See, we used to just play Can We Deep Fry It?
Ooh, nice.
I've played that before. That's because we were just working on a beach in New York, and sometimes there'd be so much downtime, especially if the weather wasn't that great. And we didn't do it with anything that wasn't edible, so we weren't like risking something bad happening to the oil.
Good for you, buddy.
But like if there was a hot dog, like I wonder if it's good if you just deep fry it, or potato chips. Let's just deep fry it, see what happens.
Deep frying potato chips,
We
yes.
deep fried everything.
Yes.
Like, are potato chips already fried, or did you batter the chips and fry them again?
No, we just put them in there in the deep fryer and just deep fried them again.
Okay.
It wasn't really anything
Yeah,
special.
Vicky's right. What you did is I wonder if I could deep fry a potato chip, not realizing
we
that's
were
how it's done.
stoned and stupid.
Hey, man.
The combo was great for this job.
I wonder if you could deep fry fries.
Refried
Potato chips.
Refried chips. I think actually there's something to this.
Hot dogs, not so much.
No, it
Really?
didn't work.
Didn't really feel it. No, because we didn't batter them. We just deep fried them. It was,
Oh boy, though. That didn't work, huh?
No.
If you batter him, he just becomes a corn dog.
Yep.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
In theory, it would have
Nothing.
been a great idea.
Yeah.
And then we would just randomly just deep fry things and eat it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I feel like a mozzarella stick. I don't want a whole order, so I just deep fry one mozzarella stick.
Yeah.
See, and that's kind of what mine was too at Dairy Queen. When, in the winter,
I would love to have had a lot of free time at Dairy Queen.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
In the winter, there was just no one coming for ice cream. So we would just sit there and literally come up with anything that we could to make food concoctions. So we did a peanut butter parfait, but instead of peanuts and hot fudge, we used Pop Rocks and cherries, or, just to see how it tasted. Or we also had the grill. So we do green chili cheese fries. And then we'd have eating contests to see who could eat it the fastest. And it was just the best summer of my life.
How was the ice cream with Pop Rocks?
It was okay.
Yeah.
Not as great as you'd think, because
Sounds amazing.
I did the same thing with Hershey's chocolate and M&M's for the peanut butter parfait, and it just got too much by the end.
Okay.
You were just this is too many not hot fudge. I don't know.
Because I feel like that'd be a literal and figurative explosion in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is because that's ice cream in general is just a happiness exploded in my mouth. And then you have the Pop Rocks, and that's actual, you feel an explosion going on in your mouth.
See, when you're working at a place like that, though, one of you guys, somebody like you guys, came up with a really cool recipe for some brand new thing on a menu.
Oh, 100%.
Because that's just somebody was stoned and bored. And yeah, because some of those ideas sound good. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's how the peanut butter parfait even came up, is maybe somebody said, hey, what if we do this, and see what it looks like.
Oh, like a McFlurry? You don't think that some stoned kid at McDonald's probably said, let's crumble up a bunch of Oreos and see what it tastes like?
Well, you can thank Dairy Queen. I think it was probably a stoned guy at Dairy Queen that came up with that idea. The Blizzard's amazing.
And then coming up with all of their the Hawaiian ones. Let's mix pineapple, coconut, and just put it all together and see what happens. Oh, so good.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, that's a Sunday right there.
Yep.
Oh, this person texted and said, I'm a caregiver for a single client. While she's asleep, I like to watch porn on my phone.
Yeah.
What a great idea. I would
Could be really weird when she wakes up, though, I hope you're not getting too inspired by the porn that you're watching.
Oh, dude, I'd watch so many videos if I was at a job like that. I'd watch all my shows.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people are saying I Netflix while I'm bored at work.
The greatest creation ever. I would legally subscribe to all the services, Steve. I'd make you happy. I'd legally subscribe to all the services. I'd probably be watching board game videos all day long and reading board game manuals on my iPad. The iPad, I think, has really saved, or the tablet, portable viewing, has saved people from boredom at all those jobs. You've got your phone right there. You can just watch whatever you want.
And anyway, though, also, it's also made shopping. If I'm a guy, I don't really want to go shopping.
You're a guy?
But my wife likes to shop, and so there are those times where we're at the mall, and I don't even mind because I'm just watching wrestling as we're walking around the mall doing stuff. As she's trying on clothes, I'm watching a match or reading something.
And she
online.
doesn't get mad at you thinking you're not with me.
No, because when she asks me a question, I look up, I go, huh? And then she's like, does this look? I'm like, yep. And then I look around town.
Yeah, see, I think I would get I think you're lucky because she's probably used to that. That generation's used to this kind. I think my wife would be like, "Are you going to be with me during this, or are you going to watch your damn show?"
I think for her, she's either I get him in this kind of a state, or I just don't get him.
Yeah, you're lucky, man. My the expectations from my wife is I got to be present. I can't, because I've tried that. Even in conversation, sometimes I'll just be, hey, well, you do over there, I'll do over here. If we want to talk, we can talk. And she's like, no, you're not paying attention.
You need to be here with me.
Yeah.
As I try on jeans.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I agree. I think it's like, come on, you go do whatever and then just call me when you need me.
One person says, I wouldn't call it entertaining, but I'm listening to this show at my boring job right now. Hashtag unimpressed.
Whatever it takes to get you through, buddy.
Thank you very much. Yeah. That's the sweetest thing we've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, that is a very good point. My brother told me that. His long drives like trucking, and he's a long haul trucker. And man, he said the radio did get him through. He would be bored to tears if not getting to listen to radio. And now again with your phones and everything else like that, you can take us pretty much anywhere you want to go in this country. Radio.com. You can listen to us anywhere, and that's also cool. For me, it helps me like not be homesick because there's certain things that I get to listen to or view that are from my home place, and even if I'm far from home, I'm like, I still feel like I'm home.
Yeah.
So that's a nice, cool thing that technology has done. See, technology is good, Steve. 206-421-ROCK.
People who use it suck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Austin and Arlington. Austin, you are on the Rock.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Not too much, buddy. What you got for us?
So we would make skate parks with fingerboards.
I remember the fingerboards.
The tech decks.
Yeah.
Is that what they were called?
Yeah, tech decks.
I know. I am completely in the dark
The
about
little
this.
mini
What is
skateboards. You use your fingers and you skate around with them.
Oh, really?
I still got a couple in my toolbox.
Oh, I don't even know that. I don't think I know this phenomenon. I never did that. So there's little mini skateboards that you put on your fingers, and then you guys just make little parks. That's kind of fun. And where did you work at? Like what kind of place? You don't have to say the name of it, but like what kind of work was it? Aerospace. There you go. Sorry. Whoops, I kind of did bust you on that one. Sorry, Austin.
Wait, you're an astronaut?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, he's Howard.
Nice.
All right. Appreciate the call, Austin. Thank you, man. Yeah.
I haven't thought about those since middle school.
They were amazing.
Yeah.
I sucked at those things.
So did I, but my mom bought me because they also sold skate parks for them too. So I had like the half pipe and the bowl, and you would just sit there and.
I never even know. I don't think I know those things. Those are totally foreign to me.
Oh yeah, you could do little ollies with your fingers and flips and all that. What? Yeah, I mean, well, if you're talented, I couldn't do any of that crap.
Wow,
I had them, and I just kind of put them. I just use them on my like wrestling dolls, and then I'm skate down the ramp.
That was literally the only way I could skateboard. So yeah,
with your fingers,
with my fingers.
Damn,
yeah.
I know. This is a whole world that I know nothing about. And so he made little skate parks. The dude did.
I remember my middle school boyfriend gave me this, and like that was his gift to me. It's like, this is my favorite tech deck, and I'm giving it to you.
That's love.
That was a big thing then.
Yeah.
But
I'm shocked you guys aren't still together.
I know, right?
I can't believe it, Vicky. You are just so ungrateful. Poor guy gave you his life.
I gave it back when we broke up. But I was thinking, like, what would I do when I was bored? Because there was a lot of stuff I did when the restaurant was slow.
I'm a little afraid to ask you what you would do.
The bartender would start just making random drinks, like, hey, let's see what we can put on the menu to sample. Well, we would sample and get a good buzz going. Yeah. We were supposed to only do what they're called straw test. It's where you dip the straw in and just taste it.
Ah.
We wouldn't do that.
You did more than the straw test. Oh,
and then people would come in and you're just, hi, how's it going?
Oh, you guys don't do like wine? You don't spit into a bucket?
No.
They do so you
get hammered.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Gosh, I wonder if I've walked into any restaurants that have been slow where my server has been a little smashed.
Probably.
I'm trying to think if that's ever happened.
Absolutely. There have been times where it's been very apparent.
Oh,
and I'm just like, this person's, they're hammered.
Yeah, see, I haven't noticed that a whole lot. I've walked into retail establishments where I know people are completely stoned out of their minds, and they're trying to do some like retail service to me, and I'm just like, okay, you're not going to be of any help. You are so stoned.
How about this section says that an old production line job, we riveted X-Acto blade heads together like a ninja star and popped latex glove balloons.
What could go
wrong? Nothing. That's a very safe thing to do to kill time.
Oh, yeah.
Kill something.
Oh, yeah.
That must have been so much fun.
Oh, man, that is fun. I got to tell you about Dave Grohl. As we know, he's probably one of the coolest guys in rock. And never hear a bad story about Dave Grohl. And it seems like the way he's living his life nowadays, it's a lot of fun. And he just shared an insane story about a strip club and a lost wallet. You'll hear from Dave at 7:47 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
I'm Erin Ryan, political commentator, comedy writer, and host of Crooked Media's Hysteria.
And I'm co-host Alyssa Mastromonaco, former White House Deputy Chief of Staff for President Obama.
Each week on Hysteria, we are joined by a team of hilariously opinionated ladies to discuss the headlines from the serious to the absurd.
We cover everything from reproductive rights to rom-coms and break down the political news of the week and cultural stories that affect women's lives.
New episodes of Hysteria drop every Thursday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.